Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're able to stop by for Spellbinder's Advent Calendar Day 2. Today's crafty surprise is a gorgeous corner floral stamp, and it is accompanied by a sentiment. This is the perfect design and size for a clean and simple card. Just stamp it and pick your medium of choice. I decided to use Copic markers. The images that comprise the floral spray are small, and so it is quick and easy to color. Because the markers are alcohol-based, I want to choose an ink to stamp the image that will not react with it. Black Memento ink is my go-to whenever I'm going to be doing Copic coloring. The white panel measures approximately 3 by 4.5 inches and was cut with the third largest die from the A2 Matting Basics die set. I've inked up the stamp a couple of times to get a nice, clean, crisp image. Sentiment is positioned so that it tucks right into that corner design. And that's that. We're ready to color. The images are quite small, so I'll be using 2 markers per image, a medium and a light tone. The leaves are being done up in YG 63 and 61. I first applied 63, the darker tone, right at the base of multiple leaves, and then went in and finished them off with 61. I'll then go back again to the darker tone and just deepen the base. When working with these smaller images, the coloring really does go quickly. I find it most efficient to color all of the like items at the same time. I can keep my caps off my markers and then just reach back and forth between the two, and in no time at all, the leaves are all colored. I'm using R39 and 37 to color these small trio of flowers. I'll first apply R39, which is a deep garnet color, to the base of each of these petals, and then just simply finish them off with R37. If you want to increase your skill level, building gradients, working on these small images is the way to do it. Like anything else, the more you do it, the more skilled you become. But while you're learning, you still want to have a great outcome. Blending these small areas is really quite easy. And before moving on to the petals on the 2 large blooms, I'll add some Y04 to the center of the flowers. The petals will be colored with RV 55 and 52, and I'm applying the darkest tone, which is 55, to the base of the petals. And then the petals will be finished off with the lighter tone, RV52. These petals are of course larger than the other images that we've been working on. So when the light tone is applied, I use a small circular motion that helps to concentrate the ink. And it is applied just so that it will overlap the dark tone. And then I finish up by going back over the dark tone with flicking motions to darken it. As you can see, I work on multiple petals at a time. If you're not 100% comfortable working with this medium, or quite frankly any medium, it is better to do 1 petal at a time and treat it as an individual entity. And if you are a beginner and don't want to tackle blending, this would be beautiful done up in single colors. I went back to my raw footage so I could tell you the time that it took to color this image. It was done up in 15 minutes. At this time of year, it is so nice to have something that's quick and easy. Continuing with the A2 Matting Basics nesting die set, I used the second largest die to cut black cardstock. This panel measured approximately 4 3/4 by 3.5 inches. And then these layered panels were centered onto a white A2 size card base. In my opinion, almost everything needs a touch of sparkle, including this floral design. I'm adding in Spellbinder's self-adhesive peridot gems. The gems come in 4 different sizes. I'll be adding in the small and the super small. And I find it easiest to place these self-adhesive gems onto the card using my craft pick. I just simply take the pick and tuck it underneath the gem and lift it up, and then I can pop it right where I want it. I'm also going to add in some small dot detail to the base of the petals on the larger flowers. I'm using Nouveau Crystal Drops Simply White. I'm not applying any pressure on the bottle, otherwise the dot detail will be too large and I want it really small. So the first thing that I did was make a dot on some scrap paper to get that medium down to the nozzle, and then I simply just touch the nozzle onto the flower petal. That is a wrap for day 2 for Spellbinder's Advent Calendar. Day 3 is tomorrow, and I hope that you're finding some time to set aside for some crafty goodness during this busy time of year. Thank you for joining me, and as always, I appreciate your visit.